Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Last time, we defeated the boss in Woodfall Temple, Aldawa, and got his remains. We also collected all the stray fairies and got a reward, which, if you're playing the 3DS version right now, you would have double magic. Since we're here in the N64 version, we have ourselves the Great Spin Attack, so now our spin attack has increased in range. So with this all said, we are pretty much done here in Woodfall, and we got ourselves the Deku Princess here we need to go ahead and take back to her home. We unfortunately had to cramp her into a bottle, but hopefully she doesn't really mind the tight quarters. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down here as a Deku Scrub, but I want to turn around real quick and show off that when you beat Woodfall, not only did you purify all the water here, so now the water is not poisoned, but vines also grow around the entrance of Woodfall, so now you can climb your way back up there instead of taking the shortcut from the Deku Courtyard and taking their little secret path, just to make your way up to the top of Woodfall. This is also assuming that you didn't get the owl statue there and just warp with Song of Soaring. Since we have Song of Soaring, those vines are kind of useless to us, but hey, we got them. I told you not to enter any chambers under the Royal Chamber. It's a very rare occasion that you're allowed to enter, so do as I say. Follow straight to the Royal Chamber. Yeah, I know. I've been here like 5 times. Thank you. Let's just go ahead and make our way back here quickly. That don't look good. Why are you halting, Mr. Link? Hurry! Open this bottle and release me where my father is standing. We'll do that in here in a second. I kind of want to see what's going on with this monkey. Oh, hot. Stop it, please. They keep saying that I kidnapped her. No matter how many times they say it, it's not gonna bring the princess back. Oh, that's just horrible, man. Talk about abuse. Oh, man. Oh, no, we gotta stop this now. Princess, you need to do something. How about that? Oh, hot, isn't it? The monkey shall suffer, and suffer till he can suffer no more. He shall know the wrath of a king whose darling princess was taken away from him. You sure about that? I kind of have a princess here in my back pocket I would like to show off. See? There she is. Oh, my princess! My darling princess. You're alright? I was so worried. Foolish father! What are you doing? Let that monkey go this instant. Oh, okay. Oh, Mr. Monkey, I'm truly sorry. Father does such rash things when he's worried about me. I understand, Princess. Forget about it. Has the temple been returned to normal? Why, yes. Thanks to Mr. Link here, I am very, truly grateful. Really? So you're called Link, are you? Thank you for keeping your promise to me. As a symbol of our gratitude, a butler has prepared a little something for you. Please accept it. You'll find it in a shrine that will be on your right when you leave the palace. Well, one thing that's nice for us right now is we can actually take off the Deku mask, and boom! We don't get thrown out anymore. They accept human Link now in the Deku Courtyard, which is very nice. Hasty decision making is my weakness. This time, more than ever, it's become clear to me. Oh, strange traveler, there's little I can do. Please rest a bit before going. What does the Deku Princess have to say now? It seems our button has taken somewhat of a liking to you, Mr. Link. I believe you'll find him waiting in the shrine that'll be on your right when you leave this palace. I shall never forget what you've done for us. But please forgive me if I refuse to ride in that tiny little bottle ever again. Yeah, touche, that's fair. I mean, if I had something more luxurious than a small empty bottle to put you in, I think I would have done that instead. But hey, you gotta work with what you got. So, as we were told, that butler is waiting for us here on our right side when we exit the Deku courtyard here. So, coming outside, I want to go ahead and bounce around on our lily pads here. And we did notice something over here once before. There was an Octorok blocking off this doorway that was just on the side here of the Deku Palace. Now, however, that Octorok is gone. All Octoroks here in the swamp die when the poison water goes away. So now we can enter the Deku Shrine. And this is where that butler is waiting for us. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Link, I am truly thankful for what you've done for the princess. As a sign of our gratitude, we Deku have prepared something that we think may assist you. I will lead you to it. Please, follow me. So if you played Ocarina of Time, you're kind of familiar with this concept here. This is kind of a returning little minigame thing, so to say, from Ocarina of Time, where you had to race against Dampé in his grave, and he would give you a special prize for doing so. So this here is the Butler race, and concept is basically the same thing, except we're not trying to race against him to beat him to the ending, compared to, in Dampé's case, from Ocarina of Time, where we're trying to race him and beat a certain time for him to give us a certain item. In this game, we just gotta follow this Butler to the end of this big old labyrinth here. What I recommend is if you have the bunny hood, definitely use it because this will make your move a lot faster in any direction, and that'll make it easier for you to keep up with this guy. In this room, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Deku form here to go ahead and bounce around on this water, making things a lot easier for us. We don't have to worry about those moving platforms nearly as much, so that is much better. Now you can do this whole section without having the bunny hood. It's very possible, but it's a little tighter on time. This is why I recommend if you do have the bunny hood, just use it because it'll make your life a lot easier. This room here is a little bit different in the 3DS version, as in this version of the game, we have firewalls. If you run into a firewall, you will instantly die if you're a Deku Scrub, voiding out and having to do the whole race again. In the 3DS version, they replaced the fire with metal bars. So it's the same concept, but not nearly as deadly. And I do appreciate that change. You definitely don't want to redo this entire thing because of one little mistake. We gotta be careful though, because we can make a little mistake in this that can definitely restart the whole sequence. And that's if we're too slow. Because there are certain points here where if you're too slow, doors will shut behind you. When the door shuts, then that's it. You can't continue and you have to start from the very beginning. So just keep on moving and keep up with this butler as best as you can because you don't want to be left behind. But we're nearing the end of this whole sequence now. That last section there with the crystal switch, that was the last little platforming section we needed to worry about. And now we made it to the end of this whole section. Well done, Link. Now, here is the item I promised. Please accept it. We have got ourselves now the Mask of Sense. This mask heightens the sense of your smell. We have the C button to sharpen your olfactory perception. Ah, that's a smell of power. Actually, when I see you, I'm reminded of my son who left home long ago. Somehow, I feel as if I am once again racing with my son. I'm afraid I may have tried too hard to outrun you. As old as I am still a fast competitor. Just like when I raced my son. Please forgive my rudeness. I just thought of something. Do I look like your son now? Because if that's the case, I got some bad news for you. So, this is actually a very interesting thing to bring up, because in the very beginning of the game, while going through the beginning section as a Deku Scrub, entering Clock Town, we saw a tree that looked like it was basically petrified. That was actually a Deku Scrub. That's in fact the Deku Butler's son. In order for you to gain your Deku form, Majora had to take the life of another Deku Scrub to inflict that Deku form onto Link. And the person he chose to do this with was the Deku Butler's son. As said there, that son left home a long time ago, and he was out on his own. So Majora found him and took away his life in order to curse us with the form of a Deku. It's really dark and really depressing when you think about it. And unfortunately, we can't tell that guy that we are basically wearing his son's face. It just does not sound right. Yet adding to the dark tones here in Majora's Mask, this game can get very, very dark, especially when you start looking more into the lore in this game. But here now, with the poison all gone, it's much easier to explore the swamp. Falling down this grotto gives us a 20 rupee here, so if you want more money, there you go. There's more money. We got ourselves a section over here, though, as well, that we can go ahead and interact with. But I'm not going to be going into this area here just yet, and that's just simply because I'm not ready for it. I want to have more arrows before I do anything there, because I have 7, and I don't feel comfortable going into that section with only 7 arrows. So instead, now the poison's all gone, I can go ahead and swim around in the swamp water, and I can swim my way back to the beginning of Southern Swamp here. And it's almost daytime too, so it's just about ready to turn dawn of the final day. So that's going to be interesting here soon, because now we can do some other stuff that we couldn't have done before. And now look at that spin attack range. It's insane. I want to go ahead and show off one thing now while we're here, back in the beginning of Southern Swamp. So now with our Mask of Sense, and go ahead and put it on here, and notice how Link just crouched down trying to smell anything he can. Well, that is what the Mask of Scent will do. It's gonna, as the description said, it heightens Link's sense, making it easier for him to smell out things. One thing here, for example, is just this weird puff cloud. If I go ahead and just swing my bottle around it, I will get myself a magic mushroom. So, magic mushrooms are an item you need the Mask of Scent to smell out, because now we can go ahead and find this item and put it in a bottle. Now on its own, this magic mushroom is completely useless to us. We can't use it for anything. It's just taking up space in our bottle. But there is a place we can go to actually use this magic mushroom and convert it into something that is actually useful for Link here. So we want to make our way over to the other side of the swamp here and make our way back over to the potion shop actually. Because the potion shop is where we can use this new mushroom we collected. So let's just go ahead and do so. I've already had too much time though before it turns the next day. I don't want to get stopped in my tracks here. So let's try to get over here as fast as we can. Hopefully they're still open at this time. Alright, good. We're in. Oh, that's a tiny screen. This is why I was trying to hurry. So I'm actually going to, instead of doing stuff here, I'm going to actually play the inverted Song of Time, because now we can talk about this mechanic. Whenever it's turning dawn of a new day, and you're in the final couple minute stretch here, the screen is going to start shrinking down. And it's going to be a very, very tiny screen. And it's going to continue doing this until it turns dawn of the next day. I don't recommend playing the game like this, because this is really hard to make out anything. So I just want time to pass. So now it's dawn of the final day. Now I can go ahead and play my inverted Song of Time again, because no way I'm playing the game in like 1/4 size. I'm good. Everything becomes super low poly. This game's already low poly because this is an old N64 game. Let's not make it worse. Welcome. My potions work very well, they do. Komi told me all about it. Huh. So, did you take the boat cruise yet? Well, yes, we did, but that's not why we're here. We want to go ahead and speak to you. And, well, you asked about fragment mushrooms before. Now we actually have a mushroom, so let's go ahead and give it to her. What a scent. Oh, you did a great job finding this one. I just haven't been able to get my hands on any of them, and that put me in a real pinch. Well, I can use this to make something, so come back later. So let's go ahead and do so. We gotta wait a little bit. Okay, that was long enough. Let's go back. So exiting and entering the potion shop here. Now if we talk to Kotake here again, we can go ahead and get a reward for giving her that mushroom. Although she's gonna go over this boat speech again. I think I'm smelling the light fragment of mushrooms. Do you have any? Well, we don't have any more, but we can give you more if we had it. If you have a mushroom, I'll buy it. Well, instead, let's go ahead and see now if we can buy ourselves a blue potion for 60 rupees. She just brewed this up. So if we try to buy it, she asks us, hey, wait, you want a blue potion, do you? Well, you gave me a mushroom, so I'll give you this one for free. giving her a mushroom gives you a blue potion for free. Keep this in mind because every time you restart a cycle here in Majora's Mask, you can repeat this process and get another blue potion for free. So your first one's always going to be free. Next time you have to pay for it. Oh, and don't tell Kome. Gotcha. So the blue potion here is interesting because with this, we can use it to refill both our life energy and magic. So let's go ahead and demonstrate this, but we have to go outside because we're not allowed to go ahead and just use up our weapons inside. So I'm going to just use up magic, take some damage, and now if I drink this blue potion, we will go from a little bit of magic drain and some hearts depleted to a full thing on both. Blue potion along with red potion will fill you up for a total of 20 hearts, which is the maximum number of hearts you can carry in Majora's Mask. And also, the blue potion will fully fill up a doubled magic meter. So in the 3DS version, you can go from having no magic at all with a magic upgrade, and drinking that blue potion will refill it at this point. Since we only have half of a magic meter in this version, it will still fill the full thing, obviously, but we don't see that great of an effect compared to the 3DS version as of right now. We will see a difference later, though, so don't think that we're not going to get double magic in this version. We will, just not right this moment. But now with that all done, we're pretty much, for the most part, done here in Southern Swamp. There is only 2 more things we can go ahead and do. One of them is located over here, next to the Deku Palace. Over here, we had that building that was locked off with web. If we go ahead and check this sign here, we will learn that this is called the Fearful Spider House. So, we will be entering the Spider House here in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we'll go ahead and try to finish up everything we can do here in Southern Swamp, starting with the Spider House. I'll see you guys next time.